So today I'm in the garden and I'm here to move my kiwi vine down to the allotment. Here it is behind me. Okay, it's a Kiwi Jenny variety, grows rather vigorous, but I'm moving him down to the allotment to be with two other kiwis I've bought because I've been told they're much more productive if there's multiple vines together. So I'm going to dig that out now. I'm going to start by digging around the bottom of the kiwi, grabbing as much root as possible and then place it into the bucket. Right, that's actually come out a bit easier than I thought. So pop that in there. Still got plenty of root on it. It is quite a hardy shrub, so I'll be able to take that down to the allotment now. So I'm down at my allotment plot now. I've just driven down today. I am quite lucky, I can actually walk to the plot. 20-minute walk, 5 minutes in the car. So I'm just walking down to my plot now. Nice secluded place, nice secluded allotment plot on the Wirral. Quite a nice rural area. Anyway, those who know me will have known that I've been doing dry January again this year. I have now done 34 days, no alcohol, and I'm considering, seeing this is the first Friday of the month, having my first beer later. But I've said to myself, one rule: I've got to get this video filmed, edited and uploaded, and if I do that, I'll have that first beer. So stick around to the end. If this is going out on Friday night, if you're seeing it on Friday night, it's likely I have done what I wanted to. So I'll share with you my first beer of the year and let you know exactly how it tastes. I haven't even decided what I'm going to have yet. So stick around, that'll be at the end if I do manage to do what I've done. Taking the afternoon off, had a busy week. So I've come down to the allotment to see how things are looking. I want to just have a little February update. That I'm sure there's some buds starting to swell, some blossom might be forming, and some of the plants might just be kicking into life. So let's get inside, have a look. Just before I do, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. Thank you for the nice comments. I've got 17 subscribers now, which is absolutely brilliant. I've only started the channel a week or so ago, so this is phenomenal. I'm learning all the time. Hopefully these videos will get better as I learn how to edit them more and what I need to do. So big thank you to everyone. I'm aiming for 20 subscribers this week, so if you're watching for the first time, please subscribe and put that thumbs up. That apparently helps the YouTube algorithm get it out to more people and makes my channel more successful. So let's get inside. Okay, so I'm going to start with a tour of the plot and then plant in these new kiwi vines and the one I've just brought from home. Let's get looking around. So first off is my Montana clematis, which grows over my arch. Now sadly in the winds last year this arch got blown down, so the clematis itself got a bit damaged, but it's all back up now, and it's actually one of the first flowers in the garden to flower. So this is the Montana clematis. And I just want to try and zoom in to show you that the buds are already starting to form, if it will focus. So here we go. Hopefully you can see that. And I reckon another month from now that will be out. That'll be fully out in nice pink flowers, absolutely coated in them, and it smells absolutely gorgeous, especially in the morning and the evening. Really brilliant clematis that, and it grows so fast and so vigorously. They call it mile a minute just because the speed it will grow. Yeah, always like my Montana. A couple of Goldcrest conifers and a few more. If you have been following this channel, you know how much I like my Goldcrest conifers. The fig tree is well and truly in bud also, starting to come back to life, and there will be the start of the new figs appearing very soon. You can just see one starting on the end here. If it'll focus, won't focus. There we go. That is the start of a new fig. A little tiny pea shape at the moment, and it'll become a fig. And if anything like last year, the entire plant will be covered, or the entire tree will be covered in figs. They were delicious. Another fig over here in probably the same kind of state as the other one, and that's got even more little baby figs all over it. So fingers crossed we'll get some of them. It hasn't been too cold for it. I did spot this before. This is an absolute monster of a blackberry vine. I don't know if you can see how thick it is. If I put my finger next to it, you can see it is almost a bit Jurassic looking. But from that comes all the other shoots and side shoots, and it goes everywhere, and I get blackberries from every single section of it, and that's already burst into life. So that should be giving us plenty of blackberries this year. Down here I've got, you can just see that again, more buds just starting to form. This is a blackcurrant bush. He hasn't been doing too well of recent years, but that's looking quite healthy today. More blackberries next to it, so I'll be getting plenty of them. Right, coming over here, we've got my Braeburn apple tree. Not much happening, but again, buds just beginning to form. Won't be long until that bursts into a bit of life, I think. But this is the one I really wanted to show you, because this is one of my favourite trees. This is the apricot tree, and if that will focus on some of these buds, I need to work out how to make this focus better, but you might just be able to see some of these buds now are about to burst open. So the entire tree gets covered in it's like a white and pink and red blossom, and it's one of the earliest flower blossom trees in the garden. But hopefully you can pick that up. There are buds and blossom all over it, so if that might be a sign that I'm going to get a load of apricots again, which would be brilliant. This raised bed's coming out in the next week or so. I'm going to dig that out and put a pond there. That's my plan. So stick around for the video on me making my pond. We've got a plum tree. Not much happening on Mr. Plum, but this one is a salmonberry. I'll try and get a picture to show you what a salmonberry are, but in a nutshell, it is actually, it's like a raspberry, but a salmony colour, peachy, orangey. And again, that is covered in buds. Won't be long until that entire bush is just one pink array of flowers and buds. Got a few of them here. There's a good one. Definitely need to work out how to get that to focus a bit better. I think I need to invest in a new camera. There's a laurel bush that I took from a cutting. Really easy to do. Snip off the end of a laurel, stick it in some soil, and away you go. I'm going to try making a, I think they call them a cloud topiary box hedge out of this. And I think I can do it with, on the end of each of the main stems, you make it go bushy, and I think they call it a cloud tree or cloud design. See if I can put a picture of that on as well. Pear tree, not much happening on the pear tree. Move on from there. Similar with the cherry and the plum, not much happening there either. I'm hoping down here is blackthorn. You can't quite see it at the moment, but blackthorn is what you grow sloes off, and I'm hoping to get some sloes one day to make my own sloe gin. There's a bit of an alcohol theme to this video this week. Those who have seen previous videos will know that these are my banana trees. They're wrapped up for the winter, and I did worry about them with the frost that we've had this year, because it was quite severe. But if I just, I don't know if you can see, if I just push on it slightly, there is definitely pushback, and I can tell that inside there the banana tree is still alive and it's growing nicely. If it had died, it would have gone to mush. And likewise on here, if I just, it's firm, you see, it just springs back. So I know that they're still alive. So there's about 5 or 6 banana trees in there. Moving around here, this apple tree is getting moved. It's a golden delicious apple tree, but he hasn't been growing very well, so he will be moved this year. And likewise, I'm hoping maybe this week, maybe next weekend, I'll be able to show you how I'm making a new soft fruit bed, and it'll be made up of predominantly raspberries, gooseberries, red currants, white currants, but this is where my raspberries are at the moment, and that's made up of tayberries and loganberries as well. But you can see they're already bursting into life. There's the buds, and the likes of these are just huge. So I've got to dig them out. I'll probably chop them up into little pieces and make a load of new plants from it. I'll just plant them in as cuttings. Pretty sure they'll take pretty easily. So give that a good go. This raised bed next weekend or this week, depending if I have time, that's getting weeded and mulched, and I'll add some new nutrients to it, some new compost, dig in some goodness, some feed, and that'll be a nice raised bed, which I think, haven't decided yet, maybe sweet corn bed this year. I like to rotate them. So this is what's going to become the soft fruit bed. So again, just need to tidy that up, dig it all over. It's either going to be this one or this one. I haven't decided yet, and I've got my bark chips ready to go down for when I put those fruit trees in. There is the red gooseberry, also covered in buds, about to burst into life. Won't be long for him now either. And there's a yellow gooseberry next to him, so they're going to be forming part of the soft fruit bed, which will make it much easier for me to get to. Within that position, we'll get a lot more sun, and I may be able to shelter it better from the birds as well if I build some kind of cage around it. Another golden delicious apple tree, buds just beginning to form on here as well, so not looking too bad. If you've spotted that area over there, that's what I call my messy area at the minute. And when I took this plot over, it was full of junk. Most allotment holders will know, or they'll probably have their own junk pile as well. So we need to tidy that up. But on this area, and you can see, oh, too far. This is where I get all my blackberries from. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. I'm going to cut that back, and I'm going to make it more accessible, because you get about 10 kilos of blackberries just from that one bush alone. So that just needs tidying up, I think, so that I can get to them much easier. Okay, so if you've watched my previous videos, you will have seen me cleaning my greenhouse. It is looking much cleaner now. I can actually see through that glass, and that should hopefully help me. But let's have a little look inside. This is my canary palm, which I've chopped back because it's gone all brown. And I'm hoping if, once we get into spring, he will come back to life, but that's not looking too good. My grapevine, there's no sign of life on that yet, so there's nothing really to show you. But down here, I've got my lemon tree that may have died. I'm going to chop him back quite harsh and see what happens. I'll be able to show you that. Under here is a honeyberry, and if I look, oh, he is actually started coming into bud as well. So it won't be long before we get some flowers on it. And I've just realised I haven't watered these plants for a while. Even though it's winter, you do still need to water them. So I'll put that bit of fleece over just for extra covering, just in case it's needed. Blueberry, buds all over it, especially this one. This is another blueberry, covered in buds. That's planted in the ground, that one, which is probably why it's a bit further ahead. And there's my pomegranate, which again will be getting dug out and put into a pot this year. Got some lilies on the floor. We've got under here, that's another honeyberry. What's this one? This is the Chinese, oh, I forgot the name. Like a Chinese raspberry. Keep him covered as well. And there's a pawpaw tree somewhere, or pawpaw bush. I can't find where that's gone. I think it may be inside there. Need to sort them out. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that tour. Now it's time to get planting in the kiwi vines. One I brought from home, we could plant that in, and two more. this is a real sun trap, because if I just swing back around there, sun comes up here, goes all the way around, and as you can see, it's just starting to dip down now behind the tree. In fact, it's right where those new branches have now been removed, or those branches have been removed from that sycamore tree I took down the other day. So I'm actually getting a bit more sun already. Anyway, back to it. So here is the kiwi vine, Kiwi Jenny, that I dug out from my home garden, and I've brought down in this pot. I've dug this hole because what I want to do is train the kiwi vine up against this corner, and I'm going to have it go on both sides of the corrugated iron. Now, with the sun being on it all day, that'll be nice and warm, it's very sheltered, and if I'm in luck, I'll get some kiwis this year. So I've dug the hole slightly bigger than it needs to be, because I'm going to add some nice peat-free compost. You can see there some nice 100% organic peat-free compost. It is very important to use peat-free these days to help protect the environment. And then I'm going to put a layer of that at the bottom. There we go, just to help it out with the root system touching at the bottom there. The kiwi vine itself can go in, just tuck that root in a bit better. How's it looking? Do you want it like that? I just twist them around a little bit more. Okay, so he's now just tilted against the corrugated iron, which once I put some clips and maybe some trellis up, he'll be able to grow up there. And then I'm just going to backfill on top with the rest of the compost to give him a good start in life. And then I just want to firmen him, just use your foot, just all around the bottom, backfill a bit of that soil in, and just make sure he's nice and firm in there, go around the back. Now, as you can see, kiwi vine is now in the corner. I'm going to put that paving slab back down and tidy up, and I'll show you the end result. And there we go, kiwi vine planted in, paving stone put back in place. I will tidy that up a bit, all this area needs a good tidy up, but the kiwi is now quite happy in this corner, and I'll do some videos as the year goes by to see how he gets on. There is buds already forming, you can just see just here, a little bud will come out of there very soon. Okay, first kiwi vine in, 2 more to do. So that is kiwi 1, that's the one from the garden, the well established one, a few years old. Here is my new one, about to go in the ground. Again, it's a Kiwi Jenny. I'm hoping these two together will help produce kiwis. Right, so I've dug a hole. I've dug it slightly bigger than the size of the pot, and I'm going to just add some compost to it. Some nice peat-free compost going in, or if you're watching from America, compost. Put some of that at the bottom. This soil does drain really well in this section, so kiwis like to be drained, do like to drain well. So pick a place in your garden that drains away quite nicely. And as I was digging that, it was absolutely full of worms, and worms being in your soil is always a good sign. It's just a good sign to show that it's nice, healthy soil. So okay, so I've added some nice peat-free compost again to the bottom of that. Let's see if he comes out. Okay, there we go. Nicely come out there. Nice root growth. Shows he's nice and healthy. And what I'm going to do is just position him on a slight angle, because if I just move back, I want it to be going up this post, which I'll tie in again with either some kind of trellis or clips. So I'm just going to place him in. You can see that. Oh, there we go. And then I'm going to backfill it with, again, lots of nice new peat-free compost. Put that around, just around the plant itself, and that'll do. Backfill lots of the soil all around it. That's going in quite nicely. I did have to dig out quite a few weeds from this area. This area gets overrun with nettles every year, so I'm hoping now that I've planted in a new plant will make me keep on top of the weeding around here. So again, just firming in with my foot. I'm not stamping too hard, just enough so that the plant itself is stable. It has got the stake still in it, and gradually as that gets bigger, I'm hoping we'll go up this pillar here. This fence all fell down in Storm Doris or whatever it was, and my friend Paul came round and helped me put this back up. So if you're watching, Paul, just like to say hello, and thanks again for putting up our new fence. So this is the final kiwi vine. It's a very young one, but this is the one it's called Kiwi Issai, A-S-S-A-I, and this is the green kiwi. It's green all over, green skin, smooth skin, doesn't have that brown fairy skin that normal kiwi has, but apparently it tastes exactly the same, just doesn't have the brown skin. It's meant to be a nice hardy shrub or vine, and will grow well in the UK. And because I've got the other two, let's see how it goes. But because it is only young, you can tell how small it is, because we can still get many more frosts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a slightly bigger pot and put it in the greenhouse. So I want to fill the bottom of the pot with, first of all, a full amount of stone, just to help with the drainage, help lay the pot down. And I'm going to fill the pot right up to the top nearly with this peat-free compost. I'm sure you've all seen this trick before. You basically put the pot or the plant into the bigger pot with the smaller pot still attached, and then basically what you want to do is just fill the pot with the compost, whatever you add into it. Basically fill that all around. I'm going to do this one-handed, by the way. Pop that all around the plant itself. This is a really handy trick, because what you then do is just turn that down around the plant itself. You don't want to go too high up to the top. You just turn that down, then you remove it. As you can see, it leaves the imprint of the pot itself, and it makes it easier. Hopefully that will come out again. Nice plant, nice root growth. But you now know that it will fit exactly into the gap you just left. So turn that down a little bit more. We'll have a little bit more compost on top. Again, for the American friends, nice peat-free compost, and there we have it. He's now planted in a bigger pot because it's still quite young. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be enjoying that beer shortly. See you soon. Thank you for watching. Okay, so as promised, I have done my editing. I'm about to upload the video, and now it's time to enjoy that first beer of 2023. So I've gone for, this is a new one. It's called Songbird. It's a 6% IPA from the North Brewing Company. and says, this rich, thick, smooth IPA has flavours of sweet, juicy blueberry alongside sharp, fresh cut pineapple. Okay, smells nice. I do like my IPAs, so see what it's going to be like. First beer of 2023. Yeah, nice, smells nice, delicious. So thanks for everyone, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Cheers.